Hello everyone, this is Minoxen bringing you another high-definition commentary of Heroes of Newerth. Thank you to a special viewer named T-O-R-E, Tori, I would assume that's how it's pronounced. But thank you for submitting this. This is an in-house, essentially, of LNTC. I believe that they have a live stream channel there that was mentioned as well in the request for the replay. I don't have a link to that, but I will try and copy-paste something into the description below for those fellows, as it was a little bit of self-promotion, but oh well. Hey, give them a little bit of things. If you're willing to put your stuff up on the internet for people to criticize and look at, then more power to ya. But this is going to be a pretty light-hearted game. I don't think that this is super serious, as we do have some interesting folks in here. The majority of people are of a decent PSR, but definitely maybe not quite the ultimate pro level that we are used to seeing on some cases. This is not the most up-to-date version of the game. The S2 performed a recent balancing of everything. And this is my second try at this replay, because apparently I found out what was wrong with my keys last time that did not allow me to follow heroes. Apparently one of my buddies who was using my computer reset them. So, yeah. Yay, I can follow people. So, anyways, Legion team. We have Moon Queen, Empath, Devour, Gauntlet, and Pharaoh. So, this should be an interesting lineup nonetheless. Moon Queen going to be heading towards middle, maybe? I'm not sure. With all these other possible middle folks here, could possibly have someone better for that, maybe. You've got your Devo, and you've got Gauntlet, who's been proving quite the deadly middle here lately. And even Empath, from what Smock was talking about, seems to be a pretty good middle, but it also comes down to why would you want to solo Empath? Not probably the greatest amount of reasons. She doesn't really have an in-game potential. I mean, she helps out the carry, that's for sure, but not gonna be who you want to get in the farm, per se. And on the Hellborn, we have Dr. Repulsor, Myrmidon, the annoying pesky guy that he is, Witchslayer, the new Soul Reaper, avatar, whatever you want to call this, skin. So that should be interesting to see. I actually thought about getting this with what coins I had saved up, but decided against it and instead got my True Support, or True Pros Support, I think is the little tag that I got. So I got that, and all my coins are now gone. So I'm a little sad inside. Oh, also, on the mention of coins, they did recently redo the currency in-game to where now there are silver coins and gold coins. Gold coins you have to purchase, silver coins you do not. So, kind of curious, in the comments below, what do you guys think of the new currency system? It's not in effect during this game, but doesn't really matter, so just curious, this being my most recent video, what do you guys think of the new currency system, etc., etc. I've always thought that they kind of charge a lot for the coins as it is, but that's just me. Also, on the note of coins, I have decided that we are going to have a little bit of a celebratory competition, let's say, for the 1,000th, when the channel, the Minoxen, or youtube.com/Minoxen, reaches 1,000 subscribers, I am going to have a competition start, and I will be giving away a couple of prizes there. They will be Heroes of Newerth gold coins. I believe it's the 470 pieces. I have, as of yet, made no oh god, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Soul Reaper's going to go down here. There is no way he is going to escape this quad hero forest. Yeah. I didn't want to be too graphic there, but I imagine people putting things where Soul Reaper did not want them. But they do get that, and they are doing a very interesting 4-man lane down here at bottom, just surrendering this top lane completely. Moon Queen taking middle, so yes, so far very interesting as this goes on. I guess they just wanted to go ahead and get the first initial bloodlust, and now we see Pharaoh deciding to come up here, now that he's at a slight disadvantage against this Electrician and Witchslayer. But hey, I guess they got a little bit of an advantage going bottom, so that's handy for them to have. But as I was saying, sorry, I keep getting distracted, and that will probably continue to happen. But yeah, keep an eye out. I'm going to release a video that will also have, most likely, the real-life Minoxen on camera announcing the specificness of the competition, as I still need to discuss it with Smock and On a Prayer and those guys. But, yeah, we're going to be doing something to say thank you for all of the love you subscribers give constantly. And like I said, have yet to make $1 at doing this, but I have fun with it, and I really do appreciate all of the wonderful things the fans and subscribers do on a regular basis as far as thumbing up videos and saying thanks and complimenting, etc. But enough with the promotions and all that other stuff, but do keep an eye out for that. If you're subscribed to the channel right now, you'll probably get it in your little inbox or whatever, however that works. But just go ahead and feel free to check that out whenever it comes out. And if you have some video editing talents, I think that you will be a good opportunity to pick up some Heroes of Newerth gold coins. Anyways, back into the game. Looks like that advantage is continuing to play out down here at bottom. We have Witch Slayer going ahead and moving down here, since the Electrician is going to be able to hold his own against this Pharaoh quite successfully, I would imagine, with his little bit of early advantage. Dr. Repulsor doing a good job on middle here. And so we've ended up, it's come down to a tri-lane versus tri-lane. Definitely, oh, that's a dead Myrmidon. Oh, it better be a dead Myrmidon. Yeah, oh, wow. Nicely done from Gauntlet there, taking and making sure Myrmidon does not get out of their woods. Soul Reaper charging down here, not really sure why. Was hoping to be able to get a spell off, I think, but not going to be able to do much with it. So, let's take a look real quick, like, if I can find someone to look at that's probably going to be interesting. Let's see. Electrician's probably going to make the move, if anyone. We have a middle score with Moon Queen at 9 and 10. She's at 9 or 10 and 10, as it were, or 10, 11. Versus that Dr. Repulsor, who is 8 and 6. So wow, Moon Queen actually winning the creep kill score so far against Dr. Repulsor. Not exactly what I was expecting to see there, since it looked like Dr. Repulsor had been doing pretty good on the harass front, seeing him attacking her quite often. But she does have that Moonbeam spam that is so deadly. And then bottom here, what do we have going on? Myrmidon trying to catch and kill Empath, and Devo trying to land a hook, but failing ultimately. As we have an invisible Repulsor coming bottom. I smell someone maybe gonna die. As he's gonna try and get on this Empath. There it is. Does go ahead and try and get on the Empath. She will throw a wall up, but throwing it up way up there, I mean, that did stop them from immediately coming to the rescue, but haha! Nicely done. Gauntlet here, making use of that grapple maneuver in the same way that Devo can use his hook for a save. And instead of being limited to where he's standing, he can jet it in any direction he wants, as far as he wants, so long as he hits his teammate first, they can go for a ride. So yeah, I was getting ready to say, let's see who's winning bottom, as it looks like the best at bottom so far is not really anyone. They're not really doing fantastic. However, Legion, I should say. I'm circling them with my mouse, but you can't see that. Legion is doing pretty good. Doing slightly better. Gauntlet has the highest creep kill. Also has 2 kills. Oh, God. Dr. Repulsor going to be barely escaping from Moon Queen there. Middle did go ahead and take her down, so that's going to be a nice little nudge in his favor, since he was not doing the most phenomenal against him so far, but that definitely helps. And that does even the keel on their gold per minute. Those two facing it off in middle. Trying to click on some people. Myrmidon going for the Blood Chalice that I see a lot of the time here on this Myrmidon. And he is just so infuriating to have to go against in, I know, 2v2, but his spammability of his spells is just amazing to me, and I didn't check and see if they've made any alterations on that department for him, but yeah, so far it seems to be pretty darn annoying. Oh, Witch Slayer trying to go down to creeps now that he's been hit by multiple people. Or is he? He exclaims as Witch Slayer managing to do a little bit of a dodge there. Repulsor coming in the back, picking up a kill on this Legion team as they're trying to hunt down Witch Slayer. Pharaoh ultimately getting the kill, and Gauntlet being trapped here completely. Almost going to go down to the Vulture Lord simply because of that nice machete. Having a good rage fest there, since he got completely obliterated and pwned by Vulture Lords. I really like this new model, by the way. That is some serious fun to be had. Dr. Repulsor, what are you doing, buddy? He is currently 1-0. Oh, he did not get the... No. No, I guess he didn't get the kill bottom there. I wasn't paying attention to who got that, but someone did. I'm guessing either Witch Slayer or Soul Reaper, since they both have kills. Sorry about that, and my fail. But he's sitting right at 203 gold per minute. Moon Queen up to 251. We're only 7 minutes into the game, so that can change very quickly here, dependent on some hero kills, etc. Witch Slayer hoping to do a little bit of creep pulling. Doing nice little dancey circles. As he's going to get that one. And will he show his pro skills off and get this one as well? I'm thinking no. No. See, I don't know if it's possible with Witch Slayer to do that one or not, but I did that one as... Who was I in that game? I want to say that... Can't remember. I have been playing 5v5s more, so I have been playing on this map. Darkwood Vale is actually my favorite 2v2/3v3 map. I know you guys probably all love the new Grimm's Crossing and stuff, but man, that map just drives me crazy, because it's just a gank fest. But I will digress. Let's go over some items, shall we? Have Helm of the Victim picked up on Moon Queen. Going ahead and deciding to get that before she gets her Life Leech, which is smart for a little bit extra tanking ability. She does pop her ultimate, and she does get the kill on Repulsor before the Witch Slayer gets the kill on her, so that is very nice for him. And here we go. Here's another pause. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I am so bad at multitasking, I cannot read this text whenever stuff is going on. But anyways, yeah, as I was saying, she has Helm of the Victim, which gives her a little bit of armor and some regen to go along with it. Empath, picking up the Blood Chalice and going for the Trinket of Restoration. This is the exact same thing that I like to do. I like to pick up the little Gauntlet of Strength and the Intelligence bit. Whatever you call that. God, I can't remember. Do that, and then I go ahead and try and get my Blood Chalice as early as possible so I can keep up the harass. So I am already liking this Empath here. And then I get the regen so I can spam my Blood Chalice as well. Defense Tower top maybe going to be possibly getting denied here. There we go. Now they can go ahead and deny that safely. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh. Well, now she's going to give him a chance to go ahead and pick up the kill on the tower. Hit it! Hit it! Oh! Now she's... that was sad. And he he had his shield activated, so he was not able to get his absorption for the second time there. But anyways, going back over people here, that looked like they might be getting into something here. Not sure what they're up to. Getting a bodyguard, though. Empath being a very good bodyguard, that she is. Devour sitting on Blood Chalice, boots, and a hatchet so far. Gauntlet sitting on his hatchet and some Ghost Marchers. Has not gone enfeeble yet. I'm not sure, I haven't paid too much terrible attention to how the pros build Gauntlet when they take him like middle and other things like that. But I have seen them getting like 1 level of enfeeble simply for the extra damage boost and things whenever attacking there. It does give a nice little boost. As, oh god, Electrician, that is a really bad timing on that, as he is getting beaten to death by these creeps behind him. But looks like he's going to go ahead and manage to pick up a kill anyways, so good on him, I guess. And going to pick up this nice triple stack that Witch Slayer... Wow, Witch Slayer has been a busy guy. Oh, well, that's not stacked, but that one is. So, Witch Slayer doing some nice stacking here for his Electrician, and, yeah, I guess Electrician's the only one that's probably going to pick up on those besides Dr. Repulsor. But Dr. Repulsor not really quite to the point of wanting to abandon mid long enough for that farm to be developed. Oh boy, trying to pick up on some items again here. Pharaoh going for the Sustainer and Iron Buckler so far. So not going to be immediately going for the Helm of the Black Legion for that nice little jump in, initiation, extra HP, etc. But does go for the Sustainer for this added spell spam and regeneration factor. And he can always break that apart to turn it into his Helm of the Black Legion if he wants to, so not going to argue too terribly on that. And again, this is an in-house game where the clan is facing off against itself, so they're probably not at wits with each other really too badly. It's not the most competitive match we're probably ever going to see, but it's supposed to be pretty fun to watch here. And so far, with that early nice little 4-man lane down here, I did enjoy that. I don't get to see that very often, but did see that with the Epic Struggle, I believe is the one that I titled it, with me and On a Prayer. You will get to see some really, really heavy team play in actually middle with a lot of people there. So you'll go check that one out. That one's definitely worth watching. Usually, if I put Epic in the title, it generally is. So. Continuing here, Blood Chalice on Merm, Ghost Marchers on Witch Slayer, Soul Reaper has his Ring of the Teacher and a major totem to go along with that, and they are hunting. They want to get a Moon Queen, and Moon Queen has an ultimate, so this should be interesting how this pans out. She does have an Elder Parasite. She actually went with the Elder Parasite this time around, which is a little different than what I'm used to seeing on her. Usually you will see the Whispering Helm. Oh no, that is Wisp. Oh my God! Wow, how could I not get that? Looked like a Helm of Elder, or an Elder Parasite mask to me, but yeah, it is Whispering Helm. So at least I was not off on what typically is picked up, because that is kind of the typical thing to get. Oh, Empath, you get a wall up, get a wall up, yeah, nice wall, and that will force him to run to his own demise. So I guess they got Moon Queen, but they also picked up Witch Slayer and Dr. Repulsor for it. So a 2-for-1 sale going out from the Hellborn. And I guess that gives a minor experience and gold lead still in favor of the Hellborn, even though they are only currently 6-6. So no real huge advantage so far from either team. Moon Queen now going bottom. Going to be facing off against Electrician once again, not wanting him to get too much of a free. A Ring of Sorcery picked up on Electrician. It's not something you see on him much recently. At least I haven't. Maybe you guys watch some different replays, but I usually do see him go more of the tank carry route. Maybe we'll pick up a Blood Chalice a lot of the time, just for that little bit of extra mana that he can, use there, since he's already got his Helm of the Black Legion. That gives him plenty of HP and gives him a nice little boost to mana, especially if he needs an extra absorb. Can go ahead and use that real quick to get the job done. And a 4-man push coming out from the Hellborn now, going to this middle lane, which is now defended by 3 Legion players. Gauntlet. He's actually, I really like Gauntlet, I just don't get to play him a lot, and he's kind of a new thing that you'll see people do with the middle, and his in-game presence isn't the strongest, but I really do like him, and I would like to see him a lot more. So if there happen to be any pros out there watching right now, yeah, play more Gauntlet. I like to see him. Don't know. He's trying to bait some stuff here with this Dr. Repulsor illusion, but that will probably reveal that it is a fake. And Devo now going to fail grab, and he was going for Repulsor anyways, so as entertaining as that was. Oh, did he just waste his... Oh, they did go ahead and get the spells to be eaten up by that Dr. Repulsor's illusion. And here comes a little bit of a problem from the Legion escape route here. Will Empath get away? Oh, no, that's Pharaoh. Empath's already dead. But yeah, no. He's not getting away. We have now our... Where's the 5th? Oh, there he is. I was going to say, where's the 5th guy? 5th man in, starring, oh god, Witch Slayer now going to go down to the right. No, he gets punched by Gauntlet, actually going to get the kill there. Gauntlet not managing to stop in time to avoid... Look at these two, these guys are buddies. Like brothers in arm, just using their little buddy hook shot and everything here to help each other out. Grabbing Electrician there, not probably really the best thing to have happen. Gauntlet now going to face off against Myrmidon while, oh, get out of there, Gauntlet. Get out of there, Gauntlet. No! You're going the wrong way. Oh, God. Oh, Gauntlet going to go down. But Empath joining in on the fun here as well will be going down unless she can hop into a Pharaoh really quickly. Get in there, get in there. Yes! She does manage to hop inside Pharaoh for the escape. Where's the Speed Beast? Or Speed Boost. Oh my god, my casting skills are through the roof. It's over 9,000 for sure. And there we go. Pharaoh going to go ahead and do a little bit of an empath drain, immediately running away. Going to get the shield off. Empath throwing out another wall there to block that electrician to no super great effect. And Devo, did he even throw out a hook? Yes, he did. He must have missed it. Or I did not see it. But very nicely done with Empath there, going ahead and using the her ultimate to get away in that fight. I have used that like that before. And gutsily using her chalice here at the last minute, as Soul Reaper is hoping to be able to get an ultimate off. Oh god, that doesn't matter. She's going to go down to this Soul Reaper thing here anyways. So that's why you don't want to take yourself to 1 HP, especially when there's another hero around. Not even just because the Soul Reaper ultimate would have been really sweet right about then, but yeah. And meanwhile, Devo going to be escaping is what I was going to say. I knew that was going to happen. Devo is escaping. That's exactly what he just did. And wow, yeah, this is so amazingly just back and forth here right now. Oh god, Gauntlet using the punch to take him and Moon Queen for a ride, but really not the best of plans, as Moon Queen is going to be blocked, by her own teammate now, and yeah, so don't know what team Pharaoh's playing for, but that lame. So wow, yeah, I guess now we're going to see this middle tower go down as Pharaoh's desperately trying to get out of here. Yes, he goes ahead and finally manages to eat through enough of his mummies that he will escape. Defense tower going down now, as the defense tower bottom also went down. Did not get to mention that right in that the heat of the moment. So we now have a 3-for-1 tower advantage in favor of the do not disturb. Going in favor of the Hellborn. So they have plenty of towers down right now, which would account for the almost 5,000 gold lead so far. And the 2,700 experience lead is mostly just because the Legion keeps getting stuck in a bad situation. They've had a couple of crucial deaths here. They are down by 2 kills so far. It's 10-2. It is 19 minutes into the game, so being that it's about 10 minutes later since I did the last items update, I know there's stuff that's probably going to be going down here, so I may or may not touch on this, but yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. Moon Queen has her Whispering Helm, as I mentioned earlier, Iron Shield, and Ghost Marchers. Empath, Blood Chalice, Trinket of Restoration, and Striders. That is my... What a copycat. What a copycat. Probably going to even turn that into an Astrolabe here later, or Lab, or whatever you want to call it. Devo sitting on Mystic Vestments, Blood Chalice, and his own Striders. Gauntlet, Ghost Marchers, and Blood Chalice. Don't really think he's changed much at all. And we have the Hellborn kind of clumping up here for some reason. Oh, want to heal. Pharaoh has he always had that Ring of the Teacher? I don't think so. But now sitting on Ring of the Teacher, Striders, Iron Buckler, and Sustainer. Not gonna say anything about the items. Dr. Repulsor, Blood Chalice, and Steam Boots, currently set at Strength. Myrmidon, Blood Chalice, Helm of the Black Legion, yawn, yawn, yawn. Same Myrmidon as always. Witch Slayer? Nothing. What do we got? Soul Stealer, or Soul Reaper, my god. Soul Reaper has the Gnome's Wisdom and a Neophyte's Book. And they are trying to hunt down this Gauntlet, who is going to be TPing out of here, so unfortunately Dr. Repulsor are going to be wasting a bunch of mana. Is not able to find his target, is forced to retreat now, and has no manners. And meanwhile we had Myrmidon going down, the Mighty Myrm, as I like to call him, going down there to the combination of 4 heroes, so he is not all-powerful as of yet. Still waiting to see a true carry Myrmidon come through, but usually see him much more in a support capacity, since he's just such an amazing support with so many different disables and spells that he can offer up there, and such a short cooldown as well. Nice wall going out from Empath there, but unfortunately it did just lead straight to the juke hole that is this little section of the woods. Oh, Moon Queen popping out the ultimate, but it's going to be a little, too late, and Empath being inside of her at that time is stuck as well. So, Very, very unfortunate, the last team fight going out here. And Pharaoh is going to be going... Oh my gosh, wow! I don't think I've ever seen that. Who knew that the grip from Electrician will ride with... I just figured that it would, like, break it. That is just crazy. I've never seen him get dragged along with someone before. I guess I've never seen someone get hooked while they're being gripped. So, fun stuff, fun stuff. I'm sorry, it's still just like stuck on that. I'm like, wow, OMGs. Double rainbow all the way. Electrician has his shaman's headdress, helm of the Black Legion, going nice and tanky here. This is Steam Boots as well, so even though he has the... Wow. Pardon me, had a yawn sneak up on me. I'm not bored by this match. I don't mean to insult anyone. But yeah, it's... I don't know. It's getting late here. I've been trying to get a game going all evening, but unfortunately all of my co-casters are unavailable, so... Yeah. But anyways, what do we got? Moon Queen coming up here top. She's gonna bump into this Soul Raper. Hey, like, hey, dude, what's going on? What's going on? You wanna bathe in some moonlight glow? 'Cause I can do that. I have that power. I am just so cool. But doesn't really seem like she's. He must have turned her down. He's like, I am very flattered, but I am just not into the strange insect slash Mewtwo legs that you got going here. That's the first Mewtwo reference I think I've used in years. So yeah, I'm not sure why she has bunny ears either. I know that they're antennas, but they just are so large that you don't usually see that. Oh, fun fact, by the way. Oh god, never mind. I'll cover the fun fact in just a moment, as we have Witch Slayer going to be running away very quickly. And Moon Queen. Okay, this is the fun fact I was wanting to give you here. The antennas that she currently has, when actually on an insect in nature, those large broad ones that kind of look like really big bushy eyebrows, those are on the male insects to collect the pheromones, etc., of the females and stuff, so they know where to look, so they can actually find a mate. So Moon Queen, not exactly the appropriate headgear right now. She needs some thin, wispy antenna if she's going to be the female. Perhaps the male Moon King can have some really big, huge, bushy eyebrow ones. I mean, those aren't like really bushy, but they're just really broad. Oh my god, I'm talking about bugs. And I am in the middle of a Han game. I am such a nerd. And... wow, when is this? I mean, come on, guys. You got, I don't know. Neither team really has that great of an early... I don't know. They've got good early presence, and I know Moon Queen's wanting to get farmed, because once Moon Queen's farmed, I would assume, given the Hellborn team, that it would be GG, because she is a hard carry, and there are no hard carries on the Hellborn team. And Orange is timed out. And back in base anyway, so it doesn't matter. They're so wanting to get a gank going, though. Oh, Portal Key on Gauntlet. And, wow. Witch Slayer eating a Moon Queen ultimate, and I don't think that was necessary. I didn't get to catch all of it, but it only sounded like one beam went off. So, could have been one of those panic mode situations. And Empath going to be jumping into Moon Queen here to boost her attack speed and damage, just enough. And she's just going to go farm with that, I guess, into the woods here. Meanwhile, Dr. Repulsor continuing his farm bottom. How are these guys doing in gold per minute and XP here? We got a 301 gold per minute Moon Queen, facing off against a 417. Is that right? Wow, where's he at? Come here, you. 417 gold per minute Electrician. He's not had a bad game for sure. He is 4-0 currently with 4 assists, which means that he has money. And yeah, he got that Ring of Sorcery early, which I guess has been helping his team out plenty. And a Sword of the High now picked up on him, so he will be going, I'm assuming unless he wants a Doombringer, that he is going to go the logical choice and go with a Radiance, or, oh my god, it's not Radiance in this game. Oh God. Why do I always do this? Mock of Brilliance. Mock of Brilliance is what he's going for, and that is that. So, I was really looking forward to seeing some really good empath play here. He's been landing some pretty good walls. I won't say they're as juicy as the juicy walls that me and Smock witnessed not so long ago. Oh, Dr. Repulsor trying to jet out of there with his ultimate, but unfortunately reached the extent of empath's wall. Or, leech chain, whatever you want to call it, this thing. Oh, that's not a bad wall there at all. That was actually really nice. Combined with the Pharaoh ultimate. Oh. And, yeah, Witch Slayer. I was going to say Sandwraith. Wow. Witch Slayer getting the kill onto Moon Queen with the ultimate. Gauntlet going to be going down as well. Soul Reaper coming in here doing work. So, wow, that actually panned out to be a 2-for-2. Taking down Gauntlet and Moon Queen, but losing Dr. Repulsor and Electrician in that, yeah, fray. So, wow, yeah, definitely an interesting game so far. Not the most amazing gameplay ever, but yeah, hey, I told you guys from the start this was supposed to be a fun game. Not so much just pure OMG, why did he buy that, why did he do this? So yeah, I'm trying to have a little bit of fun with it here. I'm not going too crazy myself, but one of these days I'm going to have to break down and buy a bottle of Jack and have some fun with one of these guys. Let's click on people for items. Whoa. Yeah, Blessed Orb. I don't know why I keep clicking back to him. That Blessed Orb kept throwing me for a loop. I'm like, what? No. No, he doesn't have a Null Stone yet. No, no, yeah, no, no. Soul Reaper hasn't really changed anything. Going for a Dagon's? Or, oh god. What is it called here? Wow, I am failing so hard on the items. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, Dagon's. I'll find out in a little bit. Moon Queen, whoa. Moon Queen going for a Spell Shards pickup. That is not typical. Makes sense, I suppose I should say. Since her Moonbeams, she does 7 Moonbeams that do 300 damage apiece. And if she can get that -6 armor, magic armor, that is, on each of those hitting, then it's doing essentially true damage. And that is a lot of true damage. That's 2100 true damage. So that is just plain impressive. And Dr. Repulsor gonna be going Empath with the perfect block on that Devo hook. Gotta give her some credit for that. And she's gonna try and throw up a wall. She might go down before she can get her ultimate off. Yes, she does go down. That's a shame. And Devo's gonna be joining. Gauntlet, nothing you can do, buddy. Get out of there. Nothing you can do. Get out. So he does go ahead and get out, as though he could hear me, which was very, very made me happy inside. Neophyte's Book and Bolstering Armband onto Gauntlet, and my brain is not working this game, so I can't think of items. Ooh, Soul Reaper. Codex! That's what it's called in this game. Codex. And, wow. I know that you guys are, like, out there in the internets and are yelling at me like, Codex, Minoxen. It's Codex! It's not Dagon's. So, that is such a strange animation for him. What do you guys think on the Soul Reaper thing here, that it shoots out that little spike still? That doesn't seem to work for me. I don't like that. That's kind of odd positioning of a wall there. What the was that? Holy crap, that was crazy looking. Jetting him through the walls and everything. Wow. Very nicely done. Myrmidon's just stuck around a little too long. His buddy Witch Slayer did manage to get out. Electrician, though, has this God Mode complex going. He's like, I got Mock of Brilliance. I got all my stuffs. I am going to kill you and make you... Yeah, I'm going to do exactly that. And the drain coming out from Empath onto Electrician. What has she got now? She's got a Neophyte Book picked up. Not sure where she's going with that, but also has an Iron Buckler as well. So maybe they know something I don't. Not what you would usually see Empath go if she is going for support. In fact, I would have gone ahead and used this Trinket of Restoration to have built a Astrolabe. Empath, speaking of whom, is going to be going down now. And a nice grab. That was a good hook. I gotta give him that. That was a good hook back here. Did manage to get him a kill. Don't know if it's going to save all of them. Another nice... Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Gauntlet, I don't know. I haven't paid too terribly close of attention. It doesn't seem like he is... Oh, puzzle box. That's what he was getting. I knew that those two went together for something. Man, there are a lot of creeps sitting in the base. So yeah, What was I saying? Oh god. I'm telling you guys, I gotta get some ginkgo biloba or something because this casting stuff, it's... Oh, Dr. Repulsor having the exact same reaction I would have if I was in his shoes. It's like, oh, come on. There's no way. I just gotta hit this. I'll use my ultimate. I'm gonna go, like, flying like Superman through the map into safety, and then this is all going to be golden. And then Pharaoh's like, mummy wall! And it was game over, and he was upset and disappointed from that point forward. Another nice double pull attempt going out here from Witchslayer, and now that he has his phase boots, he can actually pull this off. Bam! He does so. Except that this one did not. Oh, because Pharaoh hit his vision there. Haha, I figured that one out before you guys had to tell me. I'm getting better at this. So yeah, it did go ahead and stack that, and he is pinging that to show that he did manage to get that one stacked for apparently Myrmidon. Really? Who is going for his spell shards, having picked up his steam staff. There's the Codex level 1 still rocking out on Soul Reaper, and decided apparently that he wants to go ahead and get a Helm of the Black Legion. So, yar. Question is, are they gonna... he does go on that, and he immediately realizes that it's a fake. It's a trap! And decides to run out of there. But not before Gauntlet shows up. And that's all, folks. They do pick up the kill on the Witchslayer there, which is what all my noise-making and etc. fanfare was about. Oh god, get the Minotaur! Get the Minotaur! No! Oh, man. So, Electrician... God! They are just jumping all over the place with this Gauntlet and this Devo. They are having a ball of a time here. And Devo's not going to make it out of this. He wishes that he could, but he does not. And Soul Reaper blatantly going to KS there. Sorry, I was trying to read what to dodge stun. I guess he was telling... Devo there that he needed to press H and hold position in order to stop that stun from landing and getting him knocked on his fat ass. Which is accurate, although I am not sure from that angle if Devo would have had vision of Myrmidon cast it. And since he was currently running down that hill, I'm not sure that he would have had much warning on it. He probably could have landed that, and Moon Queen's sticking around a little too long. Oh no! She's gonna go down. Another excessive use of force going out here from Witchslayer. Gonna go ahead and pop a cap all up in that Moon Queen. Thus leaving our score currently at 20-25. The Hellborn maintaining a pretty decent lead at 4,000. Not really anything much to brag about, but hey, they have a lead. Great Arcana pick up on Moon Queen, who now has her spell shards level 3. So I can only assume that she's going to be doing something interesting with that. Maybe she's going to go for... No. You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to leave that until I can see. Empath, still sitting on those items that we saw earlier. Devo has his Shaman's Headdress and a point boost, or glowstone, I should say. Burp, burp, burp. Not Dota. Portal Key, which we saw earlier from Gauntlet, and he's been using that pretty well. Blood Chalice and Puzzle Box level 2 now. Puzzle Box level 3 now, actually. Pharaoh still sitting on his Sustainer, Mighty Blade, and Glowstone. So, kind of just getting a smattering of things there. Can't really decide what he wants to do, necessarily. Not necessarily the best choice. And I'll say necessarily one more time, just so third time's the charm. Dr. Pulsor... Sustainer, Blessed Orb, going for his Nullstone. Gives him some nice regen, gives him some nice capabilities there. What the hell? That is so just ridiculous. And, yeah, Gauntlet going to be going down very quickly here to this combination from the Puzzle Box. Or no, those are his puzzle blocks. So wow, he just went down really quickly in general. Myrmidon getting taken for a ride on the Devo train. Oh, this Devo has been caught by that Magikarp so many times. And will he get his... Nah, he doesn't manage to get the deny off, but... Oh, shoot. Apparently Electrician running down Empath as well. So that was very telling. We now have a 10,000 experience lead and a 7,000 gold lead, as this push will most likely earn them something. I can imagine that they're probably going to do a little bit of damage to this tower, although they do not have really much of a creep wave with them just yet. So it might be a little bit... Oh, God, why are these yawns attacking me? I didn't really sleep that well last night. I think that's part of the problem. My girlfriend woke up at 1 o'clock and decided to watch some TV at maximum volume for some reason, so I was up off and on last night. So I apologize for my stellar performance here so far. Moon Queen... Still nothing. Have I touched on all these guys? No, I have. Oh my god, look at this. Electrician just like, don't worry guys, I got this. And then, like a very dedicated dwarf in the mines, he decides he is going to peck away at this for all of his long life of... Oh my... Wow. It's like they crossed the beams in Magicka there, and unfortunately no explosion happened. Oh, by the way, if you guys have not tried Magicka, it is on Steam for $10, and I will say that I have bought it. And no, I don't get paid by Steam, I don't get paid by anyone to do any of this, but... yeah, you might want to check out Magicka. I've had a good time with it. It's been good fun, especially if you can get some friends together. You may lose some friends, but it's usually pretty funny, the stuff that goes down. You kind of have to play with a little bit of a light heart. And, yeah. Being a little intoxicated definitely helps. But yeah, good game. Enjoy it. Also, as of this recording, I also purchased Civ 5, which is like 40% off on Steam. I'm just going to throw out all kinds of Steam plugs now because I've found that to be a very enjoyable program that they have there. Since there's not a ton of things going on... Oh, Empath picking up the Tablet of Command. Why didn't I see that coming? Okay. Tablet of Command, I can see that being as a nice pickup on her, being able to get that extra versatility while riding around there, having that effect. I still probably would have gone... If you're going to go for something like that, I would have gone for the Storm Spirit, because then you can disable someone, like you're riding around in a Moon Queen... and there's two people that are going to be bouncing her ultimate around, hit one of them with the Storm Spirit, and it'll eliminate them for several of those beams, and it guarantees a kill on one, then the other one hits the ground, and they eat a lot of beams, and good stuff, good stuff. Tasty, tasty morsels being eaten by a Moon Queen who needs the farm. Picking up a Sustainer now on that Moon Queen as well. And she does... Oh, she catches an unsuspecting Myrmidon who eats all of her ultimate, nom-nomming the entire thing, and Pharaoh going to be a little bit creep blocked as he goes to the rescue. Oh wow, but the pull going to grab him out of his mummy wall from his sanctum there, and he will go down to the chasing electrician, etc. But Moon Queen, not without her own help, does have Empath inside of her, and that will give her plenty of attack speed should she actually decide to stand her ground and fight. But no, instead decides she's going to try and run around here with the extra speed boost from Empath. And has so, thus far, avoided death. Not sure how much longer Empath is going to be riding around in there. No, she does not. Oh boy, Empath just gave away their position. And now an Electrician's going to spot him. Wow, this Empath is just freaking gutsy. Empath is so dead right now, unless she can manage to TP out here, which I do not imagine happening. Oh, and actually had a good escape, but it screwed herself over because she clicked. If she'd only hit hold position, but no, she is going to go down to the absorb from Electrician. Very unfortunate. Wow. Yep, she was probably dead, Moon Queen, if she had decided to attack it out and kept going, but at the same time, that's just, oh, so unfortunate. So holy crap! Look at the collection of critters she has gotten here. She has got a whole army of creeps when she decides to use those to push. Oh no, the bird! The bird! No! Christ. She was not able to micro it, and unfortunately... Oh, wow, he did get the kill first, too. Dr. Repulsor got the kill before Moon Queen, so he got experience and gold, and yeah. At least he didn't get the courier before it dropped the items off. That would have been so unfortunate. But, yeah, does manage to... Apparently Witchslayer wanting to report someone from the other team for feeding the monkey. I myself, if someone decides they want to feed me the monkey and the courier, they can just continue doing that to their heart's content. And so long as they don't show up on my team doing it, you know, let bygones be bygones. I'll just let them do what they want to do. They're feeling like a good citizen, wanting to help out their fellow man, or at least opposing player. So that's always nice. As Electrician waltzing his way in here, has his Axe of the Malphite. Yes, I got it right. Has his Axe of the Malphite, and that's just funny. I don't know why Empath is trying so hard right now to do something to this Electrician. There's absolutely nothing she is going to be able to do, even with Devo in the near vicinity. That's just nothing really to do. Maybe trying to hold him up from a straight push. But, yeah. As the Ward of Sights here in the Legion side are starting to wear down, and that will mean that they're going to have to put some new ones out. But I will say that the warding, I haven't talked about the warding really, but the warding's been pretty nice for this Hellborn team. You know, they are both sides do have some of the same clanmates in it, so there's not not a huge thing here to talk about as far as that goes. Wow, I was not aware he was able to jet through it like that. Well, I guess if Tablet of Command can go through Empath's wall, then I don't see why that couldn't. I'm not sure what the pinging there was for the Ancients. As Witchslayer runs into a party that he was not invited to and is going to be asked very nicely to leave. But unfortunately got into a fist fight with Gauntlet on the way out, and I think that he may actually have good grounds for a lawsuit there, because I mean all he did was just show up. It's not like he was like talking smack and stuff. And oh, Gauntlet, I do not like this skin. As much as I like Gauntlet, I hate this skin. Who's with me? Yeah. So I really think that he needs to have like a big like robotic look to him. That would be like really cool. Give him like a big metal, like, I don't know, kind of like the Iron Golem in Warcraft 3. That would be sweet. Oh god, Moon Queen ultimate going out somewhere. Didn't see it, but I think that Electrician ate all of it. And now Empath going for a ride in Moon Queen, gonna give her some serious attack speed boost. Devo failing really hard on a hook there, which is super unfortunate. Whoa, wait a minute. How the hell does that happen? He has a Restoration Stone! That's what he was working towards. Okay. Alright, Restoration Stone on Moon Queen pickup. Nice. Not expected. Not expected at all. But fun. Definitely fun. As she did manage to pick up several kills with that, so that was, yeah. I like that. You don't usually see Moon Queen one way or the other in these games. I mean, Moon Queen is not your ideal hard carry. They're just, I don't know, I think that a lot of her capabilities are just really easily countered by getting some magic res, which, you know, the Spell Shards helps with, and the Restoration Stone, if they're not going to get magic res, helps you have a little bit better in-game, maybe, with your ultimate. But ultimately, her bounce and stuff gives her such high damage output with her physical attack. That's why you usually see them going the physical route, because magic is countered so easily. And Empath now going to be in trouble against Witchslayer. That was a bad wall. Apparently good enough to deter Witchslayer, but not the best. It was a panic wall going out there. But it worked. And Empath now striding her way confidently away from danger. Myrmidon level 16 has his Spell Shards level 1. And picking up a Hungry Spirit as well there. So another uncommon pickup as Gauntlet dodges the Graveyard Stun. Pharaoh missing his ultimate. Oh, good old Pharaoh. Apparently he doesn't realize that that is so almost instantaneous that you can actually click it on a hero, and it will land pretty well every time. Gauntlet not succeeding with that. Another kind of crappy... You could block that entire section off with an empath wall, so that would have been nice to see, as empath does dive into Pharaoh, now going to be dying just in general and not so much diving. Gauntlet now going down as well. Oh, the Legion team, she died. And what's Moon Queen up to? She would have been nice to head there. Oh, that's what she's doing. She's like, hey guys, nice base. Mind if I take a tower? I'll just take it to go though, so don't worry. I'll just, you know, I won't be around here bugging you for very long. So that's nice. I guess even though they did get 3 heroes out of that, 1 hero did go down, and they lost a base tower, which will give just that little bit of an edge in the next push. As Devo going to be, oh my gosh, he's getting so just taken to town by this Myrmidon. Oh, and he did not stop yet again. So Devo not demonstrating the best of LNTC, I would say. Apparently Devo complaining about this this game being AP, since I guess it's just, you know, it isn't in-house or whatever, but they did have an AP all pick. So everyone got to pick whatever heroes they wanted, so no one can really, I mean, Devo can complain blah, about the hero picks if he wants to, but the main thing being is that you pick Devo, that's your problem. Sorry. Meanwhile, we had a pretty nice lineup, I gotta say, overall on the Hellborn team. It is a little different to see a Soul Stealer in a matchup where you also have a Witch Slayer and a Myrmidon, but I guess Myrmidon going much more for that carry Myrmidon, which I was not expecting, but is always nice to see. He only has Spell Shards level 1, which does give him a -2 magic armor effect to his spells. So I guess he's going mostly for this, for that to be stacking with his ultimate to give him some extra nice magic damage attack. So that, I gotta say, that's probably the first time I've seen Myrmidon go that before, which I find interesting. Not typical, but interesting. I'll go with that. And an ultimate from Gauntlet being used there to go ahead and take out Witch Slayer. So yeah, I'm still, let me know what you guys think about this Of course, Myrmidon probably would not have this level of farm if you were playing Soul, you know, support, kind of like how Soul Reaper and Witch Slayer have been. Soul Reaper being completely, look at this block off. That was just, oh god, wrong button. That was really pretty. I gotta say, that's, you know, using the Mummy wall and the Empath wall, it's like double walls all the way. And Dr. Repulsor doing a little bit pushing. Does have his Nullstone picked up and completed. Going for a Hellflower pickup now. He is going to try and catch this person here, which happens to be a Moon Queen. Deciding, oh, wait a minute, this is Moon Queen. I do not want to face off against Moon Queen. And instead of staying close to a creep wave where he can splash the Moon Queen ultimate... Oh, God. If he makes it out of here, he's got to go. Go quick, go quick, go, 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 go. Boom! He makes it out! You gotta be kidding me. If Moon Queen was sitting on her ultimate that entire time, has the Restoration Stone as well, so it's not like she wouldn't have had an ultimate when she needed one. Would have been very nice for them to have picked up the kill on Moon Queen. Empath, not sure what she was doing. There might have been some action going out here that I missed, and I apologize for that. As for the warding situation, we have buddy wards of sight here from opposing factions. They are chatting it up, talking about the game. Oh, the things that they can say that they have seen. I am sure that they are sharing some really good old war stories about that time that Moon Queen came here and she did those ancients, and oh, it was such good times. But it looks like one is much older than the other, so he might have a few more stories to tell. But still, it's always nice to see some wards out there sharing stories and talking about the good old days. And no Legion wards here to spot this Kongor that's going to be going down. And he's actually going down pretty quickly, I gotta say. It's actually pretty impressive given that they don't really have that high of a DPS team. Not sure why Dr. Repulsor's deciding to use all of his magic, or all of his mana up by ulting here. I don't think that it gives him too much of a bonus other than being able to have that extra little purge blast There goes the tormented soul from Pharaoh, trying to scout out the Congoring folks, but it was not quickly enough. And now we have the Hellborn with a little bit of a lead still. It's 2,000 experience, 600 gold, still anyone's game. More wards of sight pouring out from this Hellborn team, which they are going to be throwing up one down here onto this pillar, which I'm circling with my mouse that you guys cannot appreciate. There it is. Does do that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, we have a ward of sight going out from Funny Money. And that will be spotted here if they... Nah, no one's going to be there in time to spot it. But they do know to counter ward there and to check on that, so that is a possibility. Whoa! Gauntlet doing a hell of a dive here, picking up a kill on Soul Reaper. Now Myrmidon easily going to be able to pick up a kill onto this Gauntlet. Yes, he can, as he does go ahead and use his ultimate to get that magic damage out. Does use his Elder Parasite as well to go along with that. And what's gonna happen? What was Witch Slayer doing? Electrician gonna try and get the grab off here onto Pharaoh. Does so successfully, and they will be killing Pharaoh. In the meanwhile, Moon Queen showing up on the scene. Does get the kill, but goes down herself, so... Not good, I will say. Not good at all. As, yeah, I'm sure 26 Moon Queen ultimate. I guess that he did he get his restoration? Yeah, no, wait a minute. Yeah, he did. He got his restoration stone. No, he must have had it off before or something. I don't know. Anyways, Master Staff picked up on Moon Queen as well. Just going for the pure total Moon Queen damage route, doing maximum, etc. But this is, I would imagine that this is GG unless they just don't decide to push. And they still have the token on Doctor, so that would be a good time to push. Doctor actually saying, you know what, I do have a token. I'm going to go in here, I am going to kill Empath, and it'll be good times. Oh my god, what a creep army. And... oh, the Nullstone eating the Gauntlet ultimate. So unfortunate. And now Gauntlet blocking this Devourer expertly. Not letting him get a hook off. Does... oh, he catches it on the backswing. So nice. Even with Gauntlet in the way, did go ahead and manage to make something out of it. And they will take the Dr. Repulsor token with this little bit of a gank here. But Dr. Repulsor coming back with plenty of mana. Will be able to avoid any further death, I think. And yes, he does. Soul Reaper sitting here with a TP deciding where he wants to go. He has Codex level 2. Not exactly going how he was hoping for, I don't think. Spell Shards level 2 and 3 picked up, I believe. That or is Codex? No. That had to have been Myrmidon upgrading. Myrmidon picking up his Spell Shards level 3, which will give him a nice combination with his Elder Parasite and his Forced Evolution. That'll give him just tons and tons of magic damage. And here it comes, here it comes. Is it going to land? Oh, who needs it? That's what I want to say. Who needs it? We have a Soul Reaper, guys. This Electrician just loves the old smack. Oh, good. Again, one of my favorite things. These guys just sharing stories of the road. Up here, buddying it up. Myrmidon, you gotta say, is definitely pretty freaking tanky right about now. He's at almost 2,000 HP. He has the same HP as Moon Queen. Not quite, but yeah, he's close. And what to talk about now? I really think that they should have pressed the attack on that. I think that they would have been able to have gotten something from that if they'd have just kept with it. They probably could have gotten at least the tower and then gotten out, but looks like it's all going to be going down anyways, as we're going to see Devour going down. Moon Queen popping an ultimate, trying to eat through that Electrician's massive shield, but it doesn't matter. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, she's going to die. Using her ultimate for the second time. Electrician getting completely and totally tanked out here with a Behemoth's Heart and Frostwolf Skull. This game has to be over now. They are going to go ahead and push this. We did have a Moon Queen buyback, so that does give them a small measure of hope, unless she dies, which it looks like she very well will. Oh boy. Yes, she will. And she goes down. Pharaoh now going to be joining in, deciding to box himself in for good measure. And the creep army finally comes out of hiding. They are going to try and take down this electrician, but I think all that they're going to manage to do is give him a very big farm boost. And so, wow. How fun would it have been to have seen this army actually march out and get a tower on their own? I mean, you could have done that. They could have just sent all of those creeps up and taken a tower by themselves. They could have, like, stuck them over here and just, like, ran them up and raped the melee racks with that many creeps. So, very unfortunate that we did not see the creep army being used this game. But I will say that this has been an entertaining game. Not as many lulls as I was expecting, but a good game nonetheless. 12 and 12 Moon Queen wrapping it up there. Just showing that there is usually a reason that people do not go all ultimate items Moon Queen. They usually go with something a little bit more stout, like even going like wing bow and getting some damage, maybe even rift shards if you're feeling like crazy. But yeah, interesting game. Definitely some interesting item pickups. I was very pleased to receive this, so thank you, Tori. Sorry. But this has been Minoxen, and saying thank you to all of you viewers, if you are still here. I will catch you all next time.